So I'm 43 years old, and my body's changing. I'm going through what I like to describe as puberty part 2. Puberty part 1 was awesome. You know, you were getting upgrades, things were changing. You know what I'm talking about, sir, right? Puberty part 2, though, a little different. It's like any sequel. It's not as good as the first one. It's like Tremors 2. There's no Kevin Bacon. Oh, did better than I thought it would. The best way I can describe it to you, it's sort of like, I don't know if you've ever had the misfortune to see an elderly person's genitals, but it's kind of like looking at expired fruit that's still on a vine. Because you look at it and you're like, well, that kind of looks like fruit. But there's something about it, it's just not right. I know one thing, I'm not putting that in my mouth. You know, when I get my age too, this age, I'm starting to worry about things that I know you young people aren't thinking about right now. I'm literally distracted by the fact that I may have hemorrhoids. I don't know, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure I'm not growing an extra set of nuts. You know, and you're not free even when you're watching TV because they start talking about erectile dysfunction and you start worrying about stuff like that. When I was a kid, man, you know, when I say a kid, that sounds pervy. When I was a young man, I could have sex all the time. You know, now, I'm lucky once or twice a week, you know, and so it begs the question, you know, at this rate, I wonder if impotence is just your sex life being canceled due to a lack of participation. I don't know. I think that erectile dysfunction is nature's way of getting yard work done. I mean, think about it. You know, if you're doing a lot of one, you're not doing the other. You know, it's just kind of the way that goes. I mean, when I was a kid, I hated when my parents asked me to cut the grass. And old people, they have immaculate landscaping. And that's how I can tell I'm middle-aged, because I'm starting to care about my lawn, but I'm not yet willing to do anything about it. So I'm not going that way yet. You know, my problem started when I was young. I know I have issues. I know that as a child, I was singled out. I was mistreated. I could tell by little things. I was kicked out of the park for peeing in the pool. I mean, which one of you have not sinned? You know, I guess. I mean, I was on the high dive at the time, so maybe I still think I was. And I think there was a lot of anxiety and things like that because I was told that only I could prevent forest fires. And I think that's a lot of pressure as a kid. You know, I understand as a middle-aged person you have to worry about your weight, and I struggle with my weight a lot. I can tell some of you ladies are checking this area out and you're missing the good entertainment that's up here. I struggle with this weight, and when you do have a weight problem, there's people that feel free to give you all kinds of advice about weight. Someone said to me recently, they said, Dennis, your problem is you think like a fat person. No, I'm pretty sure my problem is I eat like a fat person. I think I've narrowed down the problem. I don't need help with that. You know? Do you believe that, though? That the way you think shapes your life? Sir, do you believe that? You do? I don't. And I'll tell you why. Because I've been thinking about having sex with supermodels since the 80s. That has not yet happened. In fact, I'm thinking about it right now. I've been married 20 years. Did I mention that? My wife and I, through this course of this successful relationship, we worked out some things. Like, instead of giving gifts to one another for things like anniversaries and birthdays, in lieu of gifts, we decided to exchange sexual favors. That's a pretty good idea, right? My wife was into this at first, but then she got angry because she caught me re-gifting. Apparently that's a full hog, you know? Don't start getting all offended for my wife, because you know what? She's starting to not show up like she used to. You know, you can tell by little things. You know, like she stores stuff up in her bra, besides the things that we originally agreed on that would be up there. You know, I will find things like lipstick and her cell phone and keys. I mean, going up on my wife is like a scavenger hunt. You do not know what you're gonna find. The other day, she took off her bra and I got a Starbucks card and some movie tickets. Yeah, I win. I've been thinking about like just getting a stick and just go after him like this, you know? Maybe some candy would come out. It's like a boob yada.